All right, Delilah here's got problems also. Hers might be a little deeper than yours, because she says that her cousin is dating a guy that she doesn't like at all. She's convinced this guy is a cheater, and over the course of the last couple of days wanted our help to try to catch this guy or at least get to the truth. Hey, Delilah, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so tell us about your cousin. Tell us about your relationship. Tell us about this guy she's dating.
All right, so my cousin and I grew up together, and she's more like a sister to me because we did literally everything together. And unfortunately, she's always had the absolute worst taste in men. And I thought she had hit rock bottom already, but this new guy takes the cake. Okay, the main issue here is he has a wandering eye, and it's so obvious.
Ooh, he's like one of those, Delilah, he's like one of those oglers of women, like whenever you guys are out.
Yes, exactly.
Head on a swivel.
He's obvious with it. And I can't for the life of me understand why she chooses to turn a blind eye. Like, she sees it happen, I see it happen, and nobody says anything. And he's even gone so far to make inappropriate comments to me that he brushes off as jokes, and he straight up eyeballs women when we're out. Like, every single time. And I will admit, I did a little digging, and I found out the reason his last relationship ended is because he cheated. Surprise, surprise. And when you look at who he follows on social media, it's just hot girl after hot girl. And my cousin has always been like a doormat for men. I hate to say it. And because of her insecurities, she just lets them walk all over her. And I'm going to need her to realize her worth and kick this dude to the curb where he belongs.
Girl.
All right, how long have they been going out? Did you tell us how long they've been going out?
They've been going out for about 6 months now.
Okay, so is she like in love with this guy? Because it doesn't matter what the facts are.
I feel like she kind of clings to whatever guy she's with because I think she just feels a little insecure, which is so sad to me because, like I told you, she's like a sister to me. So I don't want to see her in that state and with these, horrible guys that just don't treat her right.
I'm assuming that you haven't spoke to her about your findings and him following all the hot girls in his last relationship as well?
No, I haven't. I don't want to jump to any conclusions or anything because I don't want to hurt her before I know the facts,
See, I don't feel like this is a him thing. I feel like this is a her thing as far as like when you guys are out and he's got he's eyeballing all these hot women and he's following all these hot women on social media, she can see all this. Like, she's aware and she knows this, yet she is actively choosing not to do anything about it. So I feel like our girl needs to do like some self-work and to realize that she is more valuable than that and she deserves better than that. And I think until she gets to that place, I mean, you get her to break up with this dude, she's just going to find another one that's going to treat her like crap until she really starts to do some self-work and realize her self-worth. Yeah,
I'm with Kristen here. I think that, I've said this before, there's that little voice in your head called your gut that is telling you that this is not really safe here. But you can drown it out with desire to want to be with somebody for the wrong reasons, want to be with anybody for the wrong reasons. So you could drown it out. But I think if we did the research and we find out that this guy's a cheater and you go to her, if she is determined to stay with this guy, it's not going to do you any good. She already knows he's not a great guy.
Yeah, if she is exactly how you're describing her, she's the kind of person that feels like feels naturally inclined to be dependent on somebody else. So you're going to have a really hard time getting her out of the relationship no matter what without that self-worth. But I don't think that means that we shouldn't do our due diligence and say something because I know you're her cousin, but you're also her friend. And I think a good friend speaks up when they feel like there's something going on in their gut, because if something does happen and you don't say something, then you're going to feel really guilty about it. And I feel like in a way, it's kind of like you're pre-betraying your friend by keeping this to yourself.
And I think what sort of has also been said is that she just might be in a phase of her life where she likes bad guys, the bad boys, the guys that aren't safe, maybe the guys that do have that kind of eye that don't feel kind of safe. And then I think you get a little bit older and you've been burned a couple of different times, and then you find somebody that's a little bit healthier. But this might be her guy. So we find out he is cheating. She's going to go to the next guy that's cheating, like you said.
Well, I don't think her type is bad boys. I think her type is like self-loathing right now. I feel like it's not the bad guy that she's attracted to. It's that she just really needs to work on her own self-worth.
Well, let's find out. So you asked us to do a little research on this guy and test him to see if he was a cheater or not, which we have done. Our show director, Tommy, did that. We got some answers for you and an update when we come back, if you can just hold out for just a couple of minutes, okay?
So I hit up my girlfriend who lives down in Florida. I sent her all the information that Delilah gave us, his Insta profile, and she got to work. Now, Delilah, before I get into this and give you the results, there's a lot to digest here, by the way. You, with whatever information you get, you take this to your cousin. I know you grew up with her. She's like a sister to you. Is this going to be well received? Is she going to? I mean, obviously, she's going to know this is not coming from a malicious place, but coming from like a good place in your heart, right?
Right. I think she'll know that. We know each other really well. Which is why I know that she keeps getting herself into this situation. So I'm just hoping she hears me out with an open mind. And that's all I can hope for. She knows that I love her.
Have you done this before for her with other guys?
No, it's never been this bad. I haven't had to speak up. So, because, obviously the truth always comes out with those other guys. So I don't know. I'm just really nervous about these results.
Okay. All right. So we did To Catch a Cheater Instagram scam. So I had my hottie friend in Florida slide into his DMs. Because I think if I remember from your original email, he slid into your cousin's DMs and that's how they met, which is why you thought Instagram scam would be the best way to bust him?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So the conversation went like this. You popped up in my FYP, and I had to hit up a guy so hot. Him, damn. Hit me up at this profile. I use this one for work. Her will do. So Delilah, he gave us a second profile on Instagram for her to go to have a conversation with him.
Now that I did not find in my digging.
Okay. So, I mean, that's your first red flag, right?
Uh-huh. Well, and so my friend's not stupid, and she knows to follow up and like get the deets. She went to that other account, which was set to private, and they had to like each other, and then they were able to have to continue the conversation. And he said, or she goes, "Be for real. Is this a burner account so your girl won't catch you?" And he said, females always be thinking the worst.
Cassie loves when women are referred to as females. Loves it.
Females always be thinking the worst. Nah, it's legit my account. No girl to worry about. And I'm going to give you all the information for his burner account too, by the way. She goes on to say, that's a relief. So why are you still single? From your profile, you seem like a sweet guy with a great smile, and the abs ain't bad either. Well, my girl ain't it on this.
She really is.
I mean, it's called deception for a reason,
That's
right?
a fact.
It's called entrapment for a reason. He goes, so you like what you see? I would love to see more of you. Wink emoji.
Oh.
Her, easy there. You have to sweet talk a girl before you get any visuals. Him, such a tease. Her, the only way I know how to be. Him, this next statement has been redacted. I feel like we have like CIA papers or something. So Delilah, at this point, he said something really graphic that I can't read on the air to my friend. Very gross. Something he wanted to do with something he has to something she has.
Oh.
So I'll just let you use your imagination. So at this point, when he did that, my friend was super creeped out. So she immediately blocked him on both accounts. And so that was the end of the conversation.
So he's as bad as you thought he was.
He's actually probably worse.
Ooh.
Oh my my gosh.
Now, I
I
think
knew it. I literally knew it.
I know you knew.
I'm not even remotely surprised. But I am disgusted, let me be clear. And obviously, I'm, like, sad for my cousin because I'm sad that this is happening again. But I really hope this is a wake-up call she needed because that is gross behavior.
Well, here's the thing that I was thinking before is that it doesn't matter because she's got that little voice in her head anyway that's saying he's not a good guy. If you show her how gross he's being to somebody else, that might be the tipping point.
Is there any chance?
I really do think so.
Is there any chance she's going to somehow turn this around on you? Like, I can't believe you went behind my back, blah, 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 blah. Like, do you think she's going to confront you for doing all this?
No, she knows she's my girl. We always have each other's backs. And so I actually think that in this case she'd be thankful that I went through the lengths to figure this out. Because it's not like she wants to be hurt. You know, I told you this is coming from her own insecurities. And so I really do think that she trusts me enough to know that I'm doing this because I love her and because I care about her.
No, I will say this, Kristen, before he got all creepy, it seemed to me that he and your friend had a very nice chemistry.
Yeah,
so maybe they want to like kind of link up at some point in the future?
She's taken, but that's very kind of you.
Well, he's not
He don't care
anymore.
about that.
All right, Delilah, do with that what you want, and I hope it works out, and I hope your cousin is like, you know what? Yeah, this thing's over. Let us know, okay?
Me too.
The Bert Show.